It's a funny thing to realize, but Googling something is starting to feel a little old school.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how it worked? You type in a few words, get those 10 blue links, open like 5 different tabs, and then you had to piece it all together yourself.
Right, you did all the work, but now you just ask your phone, what's the best bank for a small business near me?
And you get an answer, not links, an actual answer.
A single summarized block of text.
That exact shift is what we're digging into today. We've been looking at a set of materials from a company called Samyak Online Services, and they're flagging something huge for the banking industry.
Yeah, they're basically saying the entire game has changed. It's not search engine optimization anymore. It's something else, something they're calling answer engine optimization.
It's a complete pivot.
Yeah.
They have this term, trust-centric digital visibility.
Which I know it sounds a little like corporate jargon, but the idea behind it is, frankly, terrifying if you're a bank. The point is, if you're not visible inside ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot.
All the big ones.
Exactly. Then you don't just lose website traffic. For that user, you basically don't exist.
Because they never leave the chat window to find you.
They never have to. And that's where you get into these acronyms from the source material, AEO and GEO.
Answer engine optimization and
Yeah.
generative engine optimization. I was reading up on this, and the real difference seems to come down to
Intent. Right.
it's all about intent. Traditional SEO was, kind of a popularity contest.
Yeah.
How many sites link back to you?
Yeah.
AEO is more of a credibility contest. It's asking, is your data structured and factual enough for an AI to trust it as the truth?
That word trust comes up again and again in their documents. They talk a lot about the EEAT framework: experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness.
Right.
Usually that's just a guideline for Google search. Why is it suddenly life or death here?
Well, just think about the stakes. I mean, if you ask an AI for a recipe and it gets it wrong,
You bake some bad cookies, so what? Exactly. But what if you ask it for the best high-yield savings account and the AI just makes up a number? Or it recommends a bank that isn't compliant in your state.
oh, that's a regulatory nightmare waiting to happen.
And a total brand killer. So Samyak's whole argument is that banks can't just have good content anymore. They need what's called semantic SEO. They have to build the relationships between the data points.
Okay, break that down for me. What does that actually look like?
So imagine a normal bank's website. To an old search engine, it's just a page with words like loan, interest, apply.
Mm-hmm.
Semantic SEO connects those dots for the AI. It uses code to say, this specific loan product is for small businesses, it is legally offered in New York, and it operates under this specific regulation.
So you're not just writing for a human reader anymore. You're basically teaching the AI how your business actually works. You're building its brain. And for community banks, this is everything. Samyak points out how critical near-me searches are. If a local bank has inconsistent directory listings, a slightly different address here, a wrong phone number there, the AI sees that as a red flag.
That gets nervous.
It loses confidence. It won't recommend that bank because it isn't 100% sure where it is or if it's even real.
So getting this right is more than just blogging. I saw they listed some really deep technical work. Things like schema markup for financial products, optimizing site architecture on WordPress or Joomla. It sounds way more like engineering than marketing.
It is engineering, and that's their whole pitch, really. I was looking at their testimonials, and one client, Shimi Nakek, says the process was, and I'm quoting here, long, tedious, and time-consuming.
I saw that. You don't usually put the word tedious in your own marketing material. But that's the point they're making. Getting your site's health score into the green, which is what they did for him, isn't a quick fix. It's a grind. And so they position themselves as this offshore partner in India that can handle that grind. Let us have the tedious conversations with the robots.
While your team handles the customers and the compliance.
Exactly. And another client, Becca Hansen, praised their excellence. But really, it just comes down to speaking the language. If your data doesn't speak the language of large language models, you're going to be invisible.
And that's the big takeaway here, I think. We're shifting from a world where we go looking for information to one where we're simply given answers. The winner isn't the bank with the cleverest ad campaign.
No, it's the one that did the best job structuring its data for the machine.
Which leaves us with a pretty provocative question to end on. The next time you ask an AI for financial advice, you have to stop and wonder, am I really getting the best option for me? Or am I just getting the bank that was best at optimizing its back-end code?
It's getting a lot harder to know the difference.